Joe Bribe'n. Hi folks, this is Peter Boykin, and thank you for going right with Peter Boykin. I am running for North Carolina Lieutenant Governor. Now I think it's time for us to go right. We'll be right back with Go Right News. You can follow us on GoRightNews.com for more information. Hi fellow patriots, this is Peter Boykin from #GoRight. Share this right now. Time to go right. Joe Bribe'n. The FBI is alleged to have documents in its possession that detail how then Vice President Joe Biden was involved in a bribery scheme with a foreign national. A whistleblower came forward to members of Congress and alleges that the Department of Justice, the DOJ, is in possession of documents that detail a, quote, criminal scheme in which Biden received money from a foreign national in exchange for favorable policy decisions. The document in question is an FD 1023 form from 2020. Which the FBI uses to log information they receive from resources or meetings with sources. The whistleblower is working with Oversight Committee Chairman James Comey and Senator Chuck Grassley, who claim the document in question, quote, includes a precise description of how the alleged criminal scheme was employed as well as its purpose. What next? Representative James Comer issued a subpoena to the DOJ for the form with a deadline of May 10th. Comer said in a statement, quote, the American people need to know if President Biden sold out the United States of America to make money for himself. Comer's Oversight Committee has been investigating the Biden family's shady foreign business deals since they took over the House back in January 2023. And have been granted access to thousands of pages of Biden family bank records, including, quote, suspicious activity reports tracked by the Treasury Department. The source of this is Fox News, Axios, and Daily Caller, and you can go to GoRightNews.com to find this article and more.
I remember going over convincing our team or others to convincing us that we should be providing for loan guarantees. And I went over, I guess, the 12th, 13th time to Kyiv, and I was supposed to announce that there was another $1 billion loan guarantee. And I had gotten a commitment from Poroshenko and from Yatsenyuk that they would take action against the state prosecutor, and they didn't. So they said they were walking out to press conference. I said, no, I said, we're not going to give you the $1 billion. They said, you have no authority. You're not the president. The president said. I said, call him. I said, I'm telling you, you're not getting the $1 billion. I said, you're not getting the $1 billion. I'm going to be leaving here. And I think it was, 6 hours? I said, I'm leaving in 6 hours. If the prosecutor's not fired, you're not getting the money. Well, son of a bitch. Got fired. And they put in place someone who was solid. My physical as well as my mental fitness.
And I want to see these beautiful young ladies. I want to see them dancing when they're 4 years older, too.
I'm looking forward to this, man. You walk behind me in a debate. Come here, man.
Why should people want to make a change, though?
Well, that's up to them to decide.
Why should they?
It's for them to decide.
Well, make your case.
I'm not going to. We can't rebuild our economy and meet this climate crisis, exacerbating the need for environmental justice. Sorry, that's a bug. Speaking of the environment. We need to work again with Canada and Mexico as neighbors, not as adversaries. Donald Trump does pose an existential threat to this. It's not hypothetical. There's things that are worth dealing with China tough on. That makes it far more durable, reliable, and powerful. And partnerships built on coercion.
Because if you could take care, if you were a quartermaster, you can sure in hell take care of running a department store thing, where in the second floor of the ladies' department or whatever. You know what I mean?
And what makes his wild claims and hopes, he now hopes we don't notice what he said or won't remember. And when he does follow through, or doesn't do, when follow through, the exact opposite. 1.2 billion. So you go ahead and you stack spaghetti sauce at a store in a supermarket. You control the guy or the woman who brings out the carts on a forklift. What happened? The way China will respond is when we gather the rest of the world that in fact believes in open trade and making sure that we're in a position that the world that we deal with WHO the right way. That in fact, that's when things began to change. I looked at it anyway. That's what I think my plan. I know what my plan does.
But it's not about. I know you're supporting by saying booing, but look, here's the deal.
And I had a nurse nurses at Walter Reed Hospital who would bend down and whisper in my ear. Wow. And go home and get me pillows. They would make sure they'd actually, probably nothing ever taught in, you can't do it in the COVID time, but they'd actually breathe in my nostrils to make me move, to get me moving. So you don't make somebody else sick. Sick. What's with this guy? Well, the only thing we can do about it is be prepared. We have a whole group of lawyers who are going out to every voter registration physician in the states, the secretaries of state, making sure that they, in fact, have a game plan as to how they're going to allow the voting to take place. But in the 2020 census, which is now 2 censuses ago, soon to be, estimated that 200 million people have died, probably by the time I finish this talk. Unnecessarily, now we have over 120 million dead from COVID. That's why I made it a priority my entire career to work closely with you. From the time I got to the Senate 180 years ago, as well as my tenure as vice president. 1787, the United States Constitution. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Kingswood Community Center. Actually, that's the one down where I used to work. It's a joke. You know where we were. Anyway. Welcome to the nation's Constitution Center. I had the great privilege of being the guest leader of this outfit for a year. It's an appropriate place to make the speech I'm about to make. Great. How are you? Hey, everyone. I'm Joe Biden's husband. But the truth is, she's the strongest person I know. She's a backbone like a ramrod. That's the kind of first lady this Jill Biden will be. God love you. I know you're trying to goad me, but I'm so forward looking to have an opportunity to sit with the president or stand with the president in debates. So I couldn't tell anybody but Barack.
Hi folks, this is Peter Boykin. I am a conservative. I want to conserve our Constitution. I want to conserve our country. I want to conserve our way of life. I want to conserve our freedom. The principles of life, liberty, and justice for all. This is what makes our country what it is. So yes, I am a conservative. For some, I might not fit your definition, but that's the point. It's your definition, not mine. Life, liberty, justice for all. The power of one becomes the voice for many. Hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin. To be a Republican and in the Republican Party. Thanks for listening to Go Right with Peter Boykin. Please like this post, and please subscribe and follow and share this podcast to all your social media accounts, and visit GoRightNews.com for more Go Right News with Peter Boykin. Check out this news story and more on GoRightNews.com and the podcast, hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin. Go right and register to vote. Your vote matters, so vote. Go right and vote. Hashtag Go Right. Go right. Do right. Be right. Go right. Do right. Be right. Lead right. Think right. Vote right. Vote right. Think right. Lead right. Hashtag Go Right. It's time to join the Go Right movement. It is time to hashtag Go Right for America. Join us at GoRight.us and GoRightNews.com. It is time for the great American revival, and it is time to hashtag Go Right for America. Thanks again, everybody, for listening to this, and please share it everywhere. Again, this has been hashtag Go Right with Peter Boykin, a part of GoRightNews.com.